Hey fellas, how's it going? It's update time again. Just wanted to let you know that as of seeing this video, I announced that the script for the Devin Townsend Super-Spective is finished. To finalize, the script is this many pages and this many words. As of recording right now, the script isn't actually done. I'm doing this at the beginning of the week as opposed to when I actually finish or plan to finish the script. So editor me in the future will give you the numbers so that you know just how big of a project it was. I've said since the beginning that it was supposed to be really big, and well, I didn't lie. There it is. Over the course of 2 documents, that is the size of the Devin Townsend Super-Spective. Again, just what I am speaking, not what Devin is saying. There are clips in there that range from 30 seconds to maybe 5 minutes long, depending on how much important information is on them. That could easily make that script 2 to 3 times as long, depending on how many words Devin says in each of those clips. So it's going to be long. If you haven't yet had a chance to watch my initial announcement video that I posted a month and a bit ago, I suggest you do. It's a bit of important context for what I'm going to talk about in this one, so watch that first before you watch this one. If you have had a chance to watch that announcement video, then you may recall that I touched very briefly on a community engagement section that I'd like to have for this project. So my goal then was to compile all of those stories together in a hope that someone will connect to one of those stories and then think, okay, well, this person really liked that album when they went through that. I'll give it a shot. With this video, I announced that I'd like to start making that more of a reality. As the title of this video suggests, the Devin Townsend Super-Spective needs your help, sharing your stories. This story engagement section that I'd like your help for is crucial to the entire project. It is the most important thing about it, and it is kind of the first idea that I had and the main reason why I'm making this project in the first place. So let me explain it to you now, and hopefully you'll be able to help me out. Since its inception, back at the beginning of this year in January of 2025, I had always wanted the DTSS to be a collaborative effort, not just me. I wanted help from as many people in the community as possible because I knew that that would turn this project from just something into something great. As I had stated in the initial announcement, I want to hear from as many of you as I can. Devin Townsend community members, audience members, fans, whatever you want to call yourself, I want to hear from you. My connection to Devin's music has been largely based around my mental health. The details of my past and what I've been through is my story. By telling it, there's a chance that someone who doesn't know the music yet may have gone through something similar and needs something to pull them out of it, like I used the music to pull me out of it, to improve my mental health. So there is certainly a chance that there's someone out there that's dealing with something right now that may be similar to me. And so by sharing my story and saying how the music helped me, maybe that person will use the music and in a way help them in the same way that it helped me. The issue with this is that my story is just one. It's one perspective, it's one experience. There's a very small chance that someone will connect to it and give the music a shot. So with this community engagement, I'm hoping to get 100 or 1,000. Imagine then the chances that someone would connect to any one of the stories that you or I could tell in hopes that someone would connect to it and give the music a shot. By having 100 points of view, by having 100 different experiences, we can potentially help a lot of people. And that's why I'm asking for your help. Let me be the catalyst to take all of these wonderful stories that we have as a community and present them in one place for new members to see, to gain a real appreciation for what all of this is about, all of this stuff that we love. Let's show them why this is worth being a part of and why this can be really helpful if they're in something right now that they feel like they can't get out. So if you're interested in being one of those people that shares your point of view and your experiences, then stick around for a moment and let me explain to you the 2 ways in which you can do that for me. The first way is simply by reaching out to me directly. I'm not getting that. Either in the comments of this video, on the Reddit, on the Facebook, on my Instagram, or on Discord, just shoot me a DM message that you have some kind of intention that you want to share your story with me. What we can do then is we can sit down and we can have a video chat. And I can interview you, asking you a few relatively easy questions. You don't have to study for this. And you can have the opportunity to share what is so important to you about this music. Now, with this, of course, I'd like to work within everybody's comfort zone. So do not hesitate to share what you are or are not comfortable with. If you don't want to turn your camera on and show your video, if you don't want your audio used in the project, then we can work something out. If you're not comfortable having your face shown or your audio shown, this isn't the only method. I think you would prefer the second option, and let me talk about that right now. The second way is simply by emailing this email here at the bottom of the screen. Again, while recording this, the email doesn't exist yet, so editor me in the future will put an email here. This email is where method 2 takes place. If you're not comfortable having an interview with someone or having a video call of any kind, having that recorded, then what you can do is you can simply send me an email. You can type it out, you can record your own video, you can record your own audio, and you can send it to me that way. It's a little less intrusive on your safe space if you're not comfortable doing that sort of thing, but it still provides you an avenue to share. And that's what is the most important part about this project, is just the fact that you are sharing. As long as we have a point of view to go from and an experience that is unique to you, which it will be because everyone's experience is unique to them, the more we have of those, as long as you're sharing, it's still providing something fantastic. I'd like to clarify as well what I mean when I say share your story. I don't want to limit any of you into thinking that you have to have some kind of tragic backstory with hardship, or if you had a bad relationship or a rough childhood or anything like that. It doesn't have to be limited to those things. If you don't think that what you have to share is up to that standard, which I've been maybe setting so far, I want you to know that it's not that intense. If all you want to do is talk about what you like about the music, what your favorite album is, do not limit yourself. If you have something to share, do not hesitate to do it. I will appreciate it all the same. So now, with those two methods out of the way, either messaging me directly in any of the social media platforms where you see this video, and we can have a proper video or audio interview together, depending on your comfort zone, or sending an email to me either in text or an audio file or a video file, just talking about whatever you want to talk about. Now let's move forward with the kinds of questions that I'm going to ask you. If you opt for method 1 and you want to have an interview, which I think would be the most beneficial to the project, by the way, so if you're on the fence about which method, I would prefer method 1. These are going to be the questions that I ask. Now, they're just prompts. We don't have to work specifically within those bounds. If you have something else you'd like to discuss, then by all means, because that, again, is the more important part. And if you go for option 2 and you decide to email me instead, I'll read these out now, and you can use them as kind of a guideline. But again, you don't have to feel limited to just these things. So the first prompt is, why is Devin Townsend special to you? And how did you discover him? The second is, what is or are some favorite moments from this community or from just being in this sphere that are special to you, and why? Are these things that you've experienced live in person? Were you at a show and David pointed you out and said hello to you? Did he see that you were wearing a funny hat and commented on that? Or did you get a chance to speak with him after a show and sign something? Anything in that regard. If it's not live, was it a funny YouTube video that you saw that you think more people should see? The third prompt is just, what is your favorite album and why? The fourth prompt is, which album would you recommend to new listeners? It doesn't have to necessarily be your favorite, because I know that given the wide umbrella of genres and styles that we're talking about here with this artist, it's possible that some of them are less accessible to anyone who's not ready to experience it. So in your opinion, which is the best one to start off with and why? This could give a lot of opportunities for new listeners to progressively get themselves into it and see where they end up on their own, rather than saying you have to listen to this album first. It's the only one. If you listen to any other ones, you're wrong. Just provide them with maybe a little guidance to help them through it. And the last prompt is, if you had the chance to say one thing to Devin, what would it be? This is less about in the event that Devin sees this video, because I know he's not going to watch it, but more to shape the community for the new audience members. What this is going to do is it's going to tell these new audience members what kind of audience is attracted to this artist. What kind of community are they stepping into by choosing to participate with the music? So if you choose to say thank you to Devin for helping me through this, or for creating this, or for saying some kind of sentimental thing like, hey, I saw you back here and you were really polite and I love that, what that's going to do is that's going to show everybody what it is they're getting into. That's going to really help these people decide to be a part of all of this. So now there's a secret third option here, a secret third method for anyone that so far doesn't feel like they fit into either of the two categories. If you truly don't feel like you have anything to share, if even in an email or a text document, you feel like you don't think you could provide anything in terms of a story to share, I ask then that you consider this third secret method. And it's not really secret. All it is take the time to spread the word about this project. Every time I make a major video, I post it on Reddit, I post it on Facebook, it goes on YouTube, I talk about it in the Discord, I make a little announcement on my Instagram page. I try to spread the word as much as possible. If I had your help doing that too, that would be significantly easier for me. So if you don't feel like you have anything to share, perhaps you have someone in your family or a friend who is also a Devin Townsend fan that might have a story to share, whether you have parents or your best friend who went to a concert with you. Maybe they have something unique to share when you feel like you may not. So spread the word as much as you can, if you could. The more people that we can introduce to this, the better, I think. I think the music is great, and I think a lot of people are missing out on something beautiful. And I'm sure that you feel the same way too. So help me by sharing what is so special to you about it, in hopes that someone will connect to it, and then they can be brought in on all of this and we can all have fun together. So to close this video off, reach out to me in any way you feel you can. Again, I can't plead or ask or beg enough when I say that this is the most crucial part of this project. The response I get from you is seriously going to make or break this. It's the purpose. It's the point of this whole thing. Sharing the history of the artist is one major component, but it doesn't have the effect as what this could do. This right here, this connection between artist and listener, is the most valuable piece that I could share with new audience members, with the world, because it's going to be public. Whether or not it gets 10 views or 1 million views, that doesn't matter. But what it needs to be is valuable. And by sharing, you make it valuable. So please don't hesitate to reach out, whether it's by the email or in the comments or on any other social media platform where you see this project. Even if you feel like you don't have something to share, I promise you, what it is significantly more worth it to me and to the rest of this community than you might think. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.